everyone, this is Dr. Handy Mom. In today's project, we're going to talk about how to replace the water valve in your refrigerator. Come closer. So about a couple of months ago, our water dispenser here started leaking water. So if you see closely, it's hard to see maybe because it's so dark, but there's water leaking from this tube down here and will create this huge puddle. Eventually we put a cup here and you can see that the water is being collected here. Upon my research, we discovered that the water valve function is now broken and we need to replace it. So did a little research. There's all the YouTube videos out there and we're going to videotape myself doing this. But I ordered the part, looked it up online, and ordered the part on Amazon for half the price from other places. And so we're going to go step by step with how to replace this valve. All right, here I am again. So first thing we need to do in order to work on our valve is turn off the water and unplug the refrigerator. Unfortunately for my water, I have to actually go underneath my sink to just turn off a knob, and then I'll be pulling out the refrigerator and unplugging it. So I had to just turn off the water supply from underneath my sink. Then I pulled back my refrigerator and I'm going to unplug. Next thing I need to do is take the water supply out or remove it from the valve replacement that we're going to be doing. So I can't do it with my hand, so I need a wrench. I've loosened the knuckle here, and I am removing it from the valve here. Just kind of wiggle it, and there we go. Some water coming out, so I'm going to clean that up. Next, I'm going to take out the old water valve. Okay, easily comes right out. Now you notice in my back here I have the cardboard and it's already broken, so I'm just going to push out to the side and I'm going to move the piece out. Now you can see it's really dusty and yucky and gross and has a lot of connections, and so it's really important that you remember all the connections that goes to a part. And so I'm going to look at it and I'm going to look at the new piece I have. Looks like the same. So lucky actually the parts have corresponding colors matching the valves in the water pipe. So you see this green here has a green pipe coming in, a yellow, and I would say white, kind of yellowish color here coming here. And then it corresponds exactly the same with the plugs in here. So that should be easy to correspond right back to the new piece. It has the same color sequence. And then there is a last tube back here that is, I would say permanently, that's just a white color right there. It connects right to the back. We're going to take this piece off first. Make sure you see what I've done. I've taken the yellow off the yellow plugs, green off the green, what I would call tan off the tan. So those electrolytes are disconnected now. And next I'm going to work on the tubes. I'm going to have to put you down because if you can see, it has a knob thing and they're really tight. So when I need my wrench and I need both hands. But you can see all I have to do is turn them and release them. See, so far I've removed one of the tubes. That's the white, and now I'm going to go do the yellow, green, and what I call tan. Or the new part, the old part has been removed. See, it's yucky. It's old. It's yucky. It's part of the original part. I don't know how old this refrigerator is. We've been here for 7 years. This is what came with the house. So, and now we're going to take the new one, and it's a lot lighter. So hopefully it's going to be all good. But it looks exactly the same matching wise. And we're going to put in all the plugs back together. Now this one has a little bit different setup than the previous one. So the previous one had, you plug in the water tubes and then it's screwed on. But this one is more, if you push down, see this blue piece here, you push down and the tube will go in there. So we might have to cut this tube a little bit so that it could fit right in there. So I tested it first before I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So I cut off the end piece of the tube using a little razor, real easy, and then I just pushed it right into the slot that corresponds with its color. So I'm going to do that again with the green. Let's see if I can do this one-handed to show you. So you take the green tube here, and I'm just going to cut it with the razor. It's real easy. It comes right off. I'm going to take it out off the screw here. And see, this is green, and it should go with the green correspondence here. I'm just going to stick it in and make sure it's tight. And that's it. So I'm going to do that for the rest. All the tubes are connected. Next, we're going to connect the corresponding plugs to the correct color, and then we'll be able to reconnect it all. All right, everything's connected back. So now I'm just going to screw it back in. I'm going to turn on the water and turn on the power and see what happens. It's back on. The hardest part really of this whole project is that it just says it's a big piece with a lot of tubes. So just getting it back in was a little bit tricky, but otherwise it's fine. My core board back here is broken, so there's nothing really fancy about it. Just gotta play around with it. So I'm going to plug it back in. So we tested it first and realized that I hadn't pushed the tubes in enough in the mechanics, but now it works good. You would want to run the water a little bit before drinking it, dump it out, and that's it. So that is how you replace a water valve in the Frigidaire refrigerator. And this is Dr. Handy Mom.